On the news this morning, police response to fraud allegations against Abba Kyari. Atiku Abubakar visits Governor Wike, says Nigerians eager for PDP to take over in 2023. Crisis brewing in Rivers APC over sale of forms ahead of Saturday's World Congresses. Rivers State Government awards contract for establishment of a new Rivers State Transport Company, RTC. Protest over the bad state of Element Road enters its 5th day today. On the foreign scene, Biden tells states to offer $100 vaccine incentive as COVID cases rise. I am Ifiemi Andrew. The Inspector General of Police, IGP Usman Alkali Baba, has ordered an internal review of the allegations and indictment processes from the FBI against DCP Abba Kyari. In a statement from the force headquarters Abuja, the Nigeria Police Force reaffirmed its commitment to the pursuit of justice and the strengthening of its professional relationship with the FBI and other international partners. Abba Kyari, a deputy commissioner of police, was fingered in a bribery scandal involving Raymond Abbas, popularly known as Hush Puppy. A U.S. court on Thursday issued his arrest warrant. The PDP is demanding a forensic investigation into Abba Kyari's indictment. In a statement by its National Publicity Secretary Kola Ologbodiyan, it accused the Buhari administration of being corrupt and said the matter should not be swept under the carpet, given the manifest rapport between Kyari and some top APC leaders. The PDP urged President Buhari to immediately restore the integrity and image of Nigeria by allowing for a forensic investigation on the DCP Kyari. On Thursday, Abba Kyari denied Hush Puppy fraud involvement. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar says Nigerians are eagerly waiting for the PDP to take over in 2023. Atiku said this shortly after a closed-door meeting with Governor Nyesom Wike at the Government House in Port Harcourt. He said his visit was to reconcile some political issues that are critical for the party ahead of the 2023 elections.
I came here to consult with the governor, on party affairs and how we can ensure there is unity and stability of our party so that we can take over government in 2023. I believe Nigerians can't wait for 2023 to come so that PDP will return. I have never seen it this bad. I am 70 plus. I have never seen it this bad in terms of security challenges, in terms of economy, in terms of unemployment. I have never seen it so bad. This is the worst.
Atiku Abubakar also commended Governor Nyesom Wike for his achievements in Rivers State.
I think he is topmost governor we have in the party. There is no doubt about that in terms of projects, in terms of youth and employment, in terms of security. Yes, we have security challenges all over the country, but Rivers is not as bad in other states. So I think we commend him for his leadership.
A fresh crisis is brewing in Rivers APC as some supporters of Senator Magnus Abe are accusing the State Caretaker Committee of refusing to sell forms to them ahead of World Congresses. Some of them who told our correspondent that they've been at the party's secretariat since Monday but have not been able to get forms threatened that the World Congresses will not hold in Rivers State if they are denied participation again.
Those who are loyal to the Minister of Transportation, they gave them their forms in bulk. Now those who are loyal to Senator Magnus Abe, who are more in numbers, we are here to collect our forms. They have made it very difficult for us since on Monday. They have come again. We are still going to resist them.
I can those who paid just last week will collect forms, and those of us who paid since 2018 have not collected up to date. Look at the secretariat is locked.
Every member of APC should respect the party constitution and allow everybody contest. If they refuse to grant our request, Congress will not hold the River State.
Recall that the Supreme Court in a judgment held that those who bought forms during the 2018 Congresses but were denied participation should be incorporated in any new Congress of the party without them paying for new forms. Responding to this, head of the Committee for the Sale of Forms for Congresses, Amina Gamawa, denied allegations that the Committee for the Sale of Forms is excluding some party members.
I was under instruction to sell forms to everybody, and I sold forms to everybody. I rejected photocopy tellers, and I have no regrets because I'm following the rules of my party. And we gave them so many forms. We worked so hard in the night, and they deliberately did not come for good 5 days.
She said most of those protesting presented photocopies of their bank tellers instead of the original copy.
I gave them my guidelines. The condition is that these forms, the people must come with identification. And the identification, it should be either voter's card, name slip, or driver's license. We want to be sure that these tellers belong to these people. And then another rule is that you cannot come with photocopied tellers. Some of them called me and they were saying that I have excluded them, a whole local government. I said I didn't give because of these photocopied tellers.
The protest over the bad state of Eleme Road enters its 5th day today. The protesters, mainly youths from Eleme and Ogoni communities who say they will remain on the road until contractors are mobilized to begin work on the road, have refused to back down. Yesterday, there were photos circulating online showing them eating under canopies. The federal government is yet to comment on the protest, which has grounded economic activities on the Eleme stretch since Monday. Still ahead, Rivers State Government awards contract for establishment of a new Rivers State Transport Company, RTC. Stay tuned. The Rivers State Government has awarded the contract for the establishment of a new Rivers State Transport Company, RTC. State Commissioner for Transport, Usima Gina, who made this note in an interview, said the state government dissolved the former Rivers State Transport Company as its board members were not generating revenue for the state.
I'm very confident that you will see a new brown RTC, not the old one that you come in and then everybody just come in and you go into placing your own vehicle, and then it has to be a business area that will make money for the government, because RTC is a company, a River State owned company. But when we came on board, we find out that it is not making any profit. It's just consuming.
Recall that Governor Nyesom Wike in April last year dissolved RTC, saying they were operating an illegal franchise scheme. The chairman of Ikore local government area, Samuel Wanosike, has flagged off the construction of an ultra-modern bushmeat market in Omagwa. The Ikore local government is partnering with the NDDC in the construction of the market. In his address, Chairman of Ikore local government area, Engineer Samuel Wanosike, said the project is part of his administration's determination to deliver the dividends of democracy to the people of the area.
I will say here clearly that the interim administrator and CEO is a special leader that Nigeria should look out for. So we thank you for not just speaking the word, but bringing this word into action. You said you will do it, and you're here today to do it. God Almighty will give you the strength to complete it. And let's put it on record. Our political leader, the governor of Rivers State, has touched the life of Ikore local government people in several ways. As we speak, he has awarded the construction of all the internal road of Omagwa to one of the reputable firms in this country. He has done the internal road in Ishopo. As we speak, over 70% of the internal road of Omerelu is ongoing and very soon will be commissioned. He's a leader that listens like you.
On his part, Acting Managing Director of NDDC, Barrister Effiong Akwa, described Mr. Samuel Wanosike as a selfless leader whose interest is for the development of his people.
The chairman of the Ikwere local government area we have benefited from his relationship with the performing governor of Rivers State, the man we call Mr. Project. His relationship with Samuel Nosike, engineer, has paid off. This man is following the footsteps of his master. He's almost Mr. Project. He has done well. When we met, he came to me and said that I understand you people have a corporate social responsibility budget, and I wanted a situation where we can draw from it to do projects in our local government. It may interest you to know that I have met a whole lot of persons. Your son is about the only one who came to me and did not discuss issue of personal funds, issue of contract. He went straight to the development of the Ikwere land. I am so happy with him. I am so proud with him, and I'm proud to be associated with him.
Barrister Ifiemi Akwa also said that he believes that Mr. Wanosike is equal to any task given him by the Ikwere people and Rivers State.
It's a gentleman that you have, and we often say that when somebody does well, if you have a student in class 1, for instance, and he has done very well, he has scored A+, what you need to do to such a student is to promote such a student. And I'm urging the people of the Ikwere local government to please, at the appointed time, think it wise to promote our chairman. Think it wise to upgrade your chairman. It is an action that you will never regret. We are therefore very happy to be associated with Ikwere local government area, because this is one project that will touch the entire Niger Delta people.
Correspondent Emeka Otuka reports that on Monday, the chairman of the Ikwere local government area, Samuel Wanosike, also flagged off the construction of the Omerelu ultra-modern market. Away from that, Nigeria's COVID-19 spike has continued with 535 new cases across various parts of the country. This is according to the NCDC in its recent update on the outbreak. 5 deaths were recorded, while 49 patients have been discharged. Of the cases, Lagos recorded an alarming number of 219 infections, Akwa Ibom 142, and Oyo State 47. Akwa Ibom State Governor Udom Emmanuel has commiserated with the NYSC and families of prospective corps members from University of Uyo who lost their lives on their way to camp in Katsina State. Governor Emmanuel expressed his grief while receiving NYSC Director General Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim, who was on a condolence visit to the government house in Uyo. The governor noted that as a father, it is painful to lose a child after investing much in raising them educationally and otherwise. President Buhari has also condoled with the families. In business, the Committee of Bank CEOs, headed by the CEO of Axis Bank, Herbert Wigwe, has assured that the exchange rate will drop to around 423 naira to a dollar. The committee addressed the media on Thursday following the halt in the sales of forex to bureau de change operators by the directive of the central bank. CEO of Guarantee Holding, GTC, Shegun Agbaje, said the rate will come down. Very soon, you'll buy at 423 naira or 425 naira at most. Right now, the black market sells a dollar at 525 naira. In entertainment, Scarlett Johansson has dragged Disney to court for a breach in contract after the entertainment giant simultaneously released her standalone film Black Widow in theaters and on Disney+. The lawsuit, filed on July 29, claims Johansson's salary was based on the box office performance of the film. Black Widow opened strongly in the United States with $80 million. Disney announced that it made $60 million via rentals in its opening weekend. In sports, the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, AFN, has admitted lapses on its part over the disqualification of 10 athletes from Tokyo Olympics for not complying with out-of-competition drug testing requirements. The AFN, which has been involved in a power tussle for several years, said all athletes who qualified for the Olympic Games completed the mandatory test, adding that it had appointed a top official to head its medical and anti-doping commission. The federation said they would take responsibility for the lapses that led to their disqualification.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
U.S. President Joe Biden has called for states to offer $100 to the newly vaccinated in an effort to address dropping vaccination rates as infection surges. The president also issued a strict new vaccine requirement for about 2 million U.S. federal workers. The order requires employees to show proof of vaccination or be subjected to mandatory testing and masking. Official data shows under half of the U.S. is fully vaccinated. Speaking from the White House on Thursday, Mr. Biden said that the new measures are a result of the highly contagious Delta variant spread, made worse by a pandemic of the unvaccinated. On the news this morning, police has responded to fraud allegations against Abba Kyari. Atiku Abubakar has visited Governor Nyesom Wike and said Nigerians are eager for PDP to take over in 2023. Crisis is brewing in Rivers APC over the sale of forms ahead of Saturday's ward congresses. The Rivers State government has awarded contract for establishment of a new Rivers State Transport Company (RTC). Protest over the bad state of LMA Road has entered its 5th day today. On the foreign scene, you heard that U.S. President Joe Biden has called for states to offer $100 to the newly vaccinated to address dropping vaccination rates as infections continue to surge. The news was edited by Enoho Ogbeviri. Contact our newsroom in 0818-900-0017. Cloudy weather expected in Port Harcourt this morning. I am Ifiemi Andrew. Good morning and thank you for your time.